Hi, Shruti!
Hi.
So, Shruti, I heard that you're all alone during this lockdown. Is it true?
Yeah, I am. It's just me and my cat, who's Clara, who's disappeared somewhere.
So, is it difficult staying away from family during this time?
Yeah, I mean, it is. And it's also like, I've always been a very non physical person. Like, I'm not very huggy and I'm not very squishy. And I've realized the value of like physical contact with the people that you love. Yeah.
What else are you doing? I saw your Instagram post. You have been cooking. So, is it something that you're new to?
No. I mean, I've always been cooking. But like, so I think I'm like doing a lot of recipes and stuff I'm doing, but a lot of people have requested, can you just put up your sambar recipe? Because that's what I normally cook, like sambar and potatoes and stuff like that. But I think like this time I tried new stuff. Like I've never really been a fan of ramen. And every time I've traveled,
That
my
was
friends are like,
delicious.
yeah, then my friends are like, oh, we should get a ramen, especially like in London and stuff. They're like, oh, let's get a ramen. And I'm like, nah. But suddenly, since I've been in confinement, I've just been craving like ramen. And I was like, I don't know how to make it. So that I think has been the favorite thing that I made. So that's what I'm like learning new things.
How are you spending your time? How does a day look in a lockdown for you?
Well, I wake up a little late, pretty late actually, because I like sleeping in. So I don't wake up before 10 on lockdown. And I work out. I work out every day. And I practice music almost every day, but I'm not forcing myself because I don't want it to be like, I have to achieve this goal by this time. Because I think a part of what I'm learning in lockdown is to like kind of let this whole, like have a schedule, but don't be like frenetic about it. Yeah.
And that's helping?
I think so. I mean, the walking out every day, cleaning every day, cooking for myself every day, making my bed in the morning, even though there's no one to see it. I think that's been really, really good for me.
You spoke about your plastic surgery that you did. So I just want to know that what made you come out and talk about it after 12 years?
You know what? I already said it that time, 12 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And I said it to an Chennai journalist, because they were like, listen, people are saying your nose is different. I'm like, it is different. It's a new one. Like it was, I dealt with it like long ago and I addressed it long ago. And then the people are like, I'm like, plastic surgery is not what you think. First of all, they do not put plastic in you.
Yeah.
For heaven's sake. Or FFS. Like,
who told you that?
People, well, we see like people are like, oh, it's a plastic face. There must be plastic if she melts. And I'm like, no. First of all, there's no plastic in plastic surgery. They use your own bone, your own skin, your own muscle, your own tissue, and that's how they fix it. Apart from that, I thought I would say, yes, people, everybody, whether they choose to or not choose to talk about it is completely their prerogative. A lot of people have had fillers. And so I felt like I just wanted to be open about it because I have grown up in front of people since I was a young kid. It's not like I can lie about my age. Like there are some actors who've been 25 for 10 years. Good for you. But people like us who have parents who have been known cannot lie about our age. We cannot lie about what we've changed. We change in front of people from a very young age. So I also felt that it's my body, it's my choice. I don't in any way propagate it and say, you should do this to feel better. It doesn't make you feel better. It makes you feel what you want to feel. If you feel that your lips are too thin, if you feel that something isn't right, and if you choose to do it, no one should be able to ask you beyond a certain point. That's all it was.
I agree absolutely, but I want to know this journey of yours where you wanted to do it. What was your age when you wanted to do it? What were your parents' reaction to it?
I actually broke my nose when I was very young. So, and then it kind of got worse and worse because your nose kind of changes as you grow, like naturally. And after that, I guess I just kind of got used to my nose. But the truth of the matter is that it would never, like, if I slept this way, it would be like on this side of my face, and I could like move it around like plasticine.
What?
And it was really, really broken, and it was like hooked on the front, but that was okay. It was like very Adrian Brody sexy, but like it was like not a stable, comfortable nose, to put it very simply. And I just felt like at one point I was like, I'm not going to change it because I was scared of changing my voice. And they were like, Barbara Streisand never changed her nose. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to. But at one point it genuinely became so uncomfortable. So I fixed it. And this was also after my first film. So it wasn't a vanity driven thing that I'm going to be on screen, let me change it. Nobody had a problem with my nose in my first film. Nothing of the sort. I just fixed it.
Yeah. And that's your choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Shruti, so what did you do last evening when everybody was lighting the lamp? Did you also do that?
No, I didn't. I turned off one of my lamps, but I continued with the work that I was doing because much before the announcement from the Honorable Prime Minister, I had set up a chat because I'm doing chats with different women who inspire me. And I had already set up this chat with somebody in London. And I felt like the important thing was to, in spirit, celebrate it. But most importantly, I think it's important for all of us to carry on. And if anyone asks, why didn't you light it up? I always say the fire within me is always burning.
Okay, somebody is asking, when are you getting married?
Why? When are you getting married, or are you paying for my wedding? No, right? So don't ask.
What kind of person you prefer? I'm not going to ask this question.
Person you prefer? Please ask.
Prefer to be your life partner.
I haven't figured out what kind of person should be my life partner. But what I have figured out with my experience is that whoever you end up with, short term or long term, should feel like a friend.
What is your biggest insecurity, Shruti?
My biggest insecurity is it used to be being alone. Like, oh, can I really just be alone? For many years when I was growing up, and I think a lot of guys and girls will relate to it. So like you stay in relationships you don't want to, you kind of go to parties you didn't feel like getting dressed up for. And it all stems from the fear of being alone, And I feel like over the years, that was like my insecurity. It probably still is. But like, I think I'm quarantined, being forced to be alone, and I'm actually enjoying my company, as well as being single and enjoying the time with myself. Like all of that is just, I think that's used to be an insecurity, but it's like not anymore.
Say something for our coronavirus warriors who are out there protecting us.
I just think, yesterday as well, someone was like, can you give us a message? And I said, it's really, really simple. Stay home and stay safe. Because by us staying home, these people who are just, it's a real risk for them. They have families to go back to, they have homes. And I would just say, we have to respect what they're doing. We have to like destigmatize it as well. Like, I think sooner rather than later, we're going to know many people who might be COVID positive, including the healthcare workers. And there shouldn't be discrimination against this, because this isn't some alien thing. This is like all of us could be susceptible. So to be kind, to be considerate, and to stay at home. And if you know somebody who has it, to really have a humane and positive and kind approach. Careful, but kind.
Thank you so much, Shruti.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.